All right, everybody, welcome back. This is gonna be, I got two iridology readings for you, two. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a little iridology. I've been very busy. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. Cheers, guys, to the herbs. To the healing power of fruits and vegetables. So let's get right into it. I got an email right here from Jonathan. Got your eyes. I saw a couple of videos and you do iridology readings. I'm very interested in getting a reading from you. This is my right eye. I am a 23-year-old male, 196 centimeters in height, 82 kgs in weight, and I try to do my best when it comes to health, but I see that I have work to do. All right, and here is your eye. I only got one iris picture right here, and then on Instagram, looks like Lunarian Lens is your name. Thank you so much for sending me your picture right here, your iris pictures. I would be so thrilled if you could do a reading on my eyes. No expectations on that, but just thought I might send them over this way if you receive these easier. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I got your pictures on Instagram. I got them pulled up right here on the map. So let's do a little comparison and let's dive right into this, guys. So first I'm going to start right here. Again, we have a iridology 23-year-old male. Okay, so first thing that I see is a lot of stagnation. Okay, is there's a big thing in the cloudiness. Okay, I like to think about this reading in the iris as layers. So in this very beautiful blue color in the background, I really need better quality images from you guys too. This big reflection looks like a window right here is just not helping. So when you take these iridology photos, please be mindful that every little detail really helps. So this is a beautiful blue eyes, and look at these, a beautiful constitution here in the background, and there is several layers of toxicity. And 23 years old, this has come through generations and generations. The sulfur in the orange right here has taken over from the stagnant lymph in this white mucusy color back here, and that's it. That's what you're going to see in all eyes is a stagnant lymph system, and the filtration process of the organs are just very slow. Okay, and that's when you get backed up here. So let's just call up the map. There are lesions everywhere. Okay, you see these little crosses, or it almost looks like sacred geometry in the actual eye, and you can see it's like fibers, like layers upon layers of stagnant lymph system and blood vessels. Okay, this is really the lymph system showing us. And then when we call up the map, for example, in the spleen area, okay, the stomach ring is right here, okay? And then the outside of the stomach ring is fully backed up. I mean, this is very toxic, okay? So you have to understand that the stomach and intestines especially have been working very hard, to clear all of this sulfur out. This comes from our, acid diet, from our standard American diet, from the diet of toxicity through just the modern era that we live in. Okay, so some of these big lesions, okay, like I said, all the way around this area, you have quite a few lesions. Okay, the bronchioles right here in the lungs, a lot going on in the liver, adrenal weaknesses. Now think of this from the top, right? So this is like the brain up here going down all the way to the legs, kidneys, and the spine right over here. So just be mindful of that when we look at this eye, right? So all the way through, there is a stagnant system, and that just means you got to speed up the lymphatic system. We need more herbs, right? You need to get hydrated. You need to have the herbs help break down some of that mucus and get rid of the stagnancy that's going on in your lymphatic system, okay? Then, over a few years, you're young, you're 23 years old. This is a great, constitution. It's not going to take that long for you to dig deep here and, penetrate your cells and start getting some energy moving. There's no nerve rings, no anything like that. Just these big lesions is what really concerns me. Like I said, in the lungs, I don't know if you're a heavy smoker, or smoking in the family, in the household possibly. There is a lot going on in this eye when it comes to these dark lesions that are circling, okay? There is quite a few of them, okay? And all the way around the stomach and bowel. And that means it's protruded out of your stomach and it's starting to go into the other organ systems, right? So it's going into the heart, it's going up here into the spleen, it's going over down into the adrenals, right? When you see these dark circles like that, you see how dark, that's deep. That is some serious toxicity toxicity that is, you know, digging these canals into your lymphatic system, into the spleen, the intestines, and you need to address this. You need to address this with proper living foods, hydration, get a meditation practice, get your yoga on, really think about this in like a holistic approach, okay? And again, guys, these are gonna be like really short readings just for YouTube. If you want to email me and we can talk and do a further in-depth reading. Okay, now we're gonna jump right over here to a female. Okay, this is the left iris right here and the right iris. Okay, the right iris is a little bit better picture. We're just gonna work with this one. And look at the difference, okay? So this is all this white stagnant lymph. Again, this is the lymph system really backed up. Our lymph system is the drainage, is the sewer system, the waste. Okay, we have over 50 billion cells in this human body and we need to get all of that waste out through breathing, through conscious breathing, meditation, through yoga, movement, right? Through herbs, fasting, fruits, really speed up the organs in that filtration process, okay? So, you know, just to compare back to this eye, like the orange, you know, from the sulfur is after this stage right here with the white. Right? So this is a really stagnant lymph system in the body in a lot of certain areas, and there's not as many, you know, lesions. It's kind of fun to compare these eyes to give you more clarity on this, you know, situation inside your body. So this dark lesion right here, let's take them one at a time. Let's see where that one's at. Right in your bronchodilators. Oh man, it's almost the heart, but it's in the bronchi, it's in your lungs. Okay, so this could be, again, smoking in the family, or maybe you're a heavy smoker. I would, you know, really address the air, you know, the environmental qualities in your house especially. And then over here we got some more dark lesions. This is your right eye. And that's going to be straight in the liver. So maybe you have some alcohol problems, maybe you like to drink, you know, it's time to put down the alcohol and start, you know, swapping it out with the good herbs, okay? Start making tonics, start really thinking about how you can address this in your life. So the thing is, okay, look at this from the outside, okay? Really thick skin ring, first of all, right? Super thick skin ring. That is your skin just begging to be, you know, filtered and cleansed. And after that, you know, you have really good constitution. That's these white fibers right here. They're nice and straight. So the constitution is there. You have really good genetics. And the, you know, besides what's going on right here in the lungs and just the general stagnant lymph, you see the circle right here around the stomach? That should be like a beautiful circle. And it's kind of, you know, chaotic and sporadic because that lymph system is, you know, not really filtering inside the stomach and your bowels especially. So really think about that. You know, the colon is the #1 thing that you can address right away to start speeding up those detoxification pathways. All right, let's jump over here to your left eye. And same thing, look at that big skin ring. You see how thick and dark it is? And see this cloudy lymph system, right? It's like a shadow over your eye, and it literally, you know, alters your perception of reality, okay? We are what we eat. You need to really think about the herbs, the fruits, vegetables, start incorporating more salads, just eat what you love, you know? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You don't have to like go raw vegan overnight. You just have to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet. Have a spiritual practice, a conscious breathing practice, right? Meditation is gonna really get that lymph system going and get that, you know, get some drainage happening here. So a couple of big lesions that I want to address right here underneath this stagnant lymph system. It's getting really behind right here. Let's call up the map. Looks like your left breast. Yeah, left breast. And you know, I find this a lot in women because of the deodorants and just the general makeup products. You know, there's a lot of lymph nodes, right, in the breast, armpit, and neck area, like a lot. So it's something to be mindful of when you have your, you know, hair care products or your body beauty products, okay? Really address, you know, everything in your life. Again, we need to look at this from a holistic approach. It's not just what you eat. It's not just what you do in the morning in your routine. It's everything. Every little variable is going to help you bring more vitality into your life. Second lesion right there next to it. You know, it's not as dark as I see, but it looks like right here in the ovaries. Yeah, you see this little black spot down in here? When they get really dark like that, that's usually a drug deposit, you know, from antibiotics or whatever drugs that, you know, you've been exposed to, and there is a deposit right here in the left ovary, okay, the reproductive system. And right over here again, looks like the bronchioles and thyroid. Yes, so this is the major things that are gonna come up right here in your left iris, and you really need to be mindful about every detail in your life, okay? It's not, again, just the herbs and what you're drinking. We got to use all of these things, use the power of nature to help you, you know, dig deep in this cleansing detox protocol, right? It's really about you and making this like a daily habit, making this constructive, making it, you know, positive, and making it something you're excited and you're passionate about. You know, I'm excited. I wake up and I'm excited to have my smoothie and to make my tonics and just to, you know, be better at what I do every single day. So I hope these readings, you know, inspire you guys. I hope you've learned something. Again, if you want to take it to the next level, you can always just email me at theinfinitecup@gmail.com. Sign up for my Patreon page right here if you want to support the channel. That would be awesome. I really appreciate all the love from you guys. And I'll check you guys later. Much love.